Hey guys, we're gonna be talking about the map Hotel in Gears of War 3 and some team strategies. You're gonna start off either spawning here at the garden or over here at the APC. And what I tend to like to do is come around here and go up on the front entrance here. Because what the other team has a tendency to do, what most people do, is either rush the digger or they rush the torque bow, sniper, or whatever it happens to be. So I think the easiest way to actually get the digger is to come up here to the front entrance and then shoot down at it. More people tend to go for the digger and explosive here, so I'd send 3 guys down at the bottom, and I'd send 2 guys up here to try and counter that torque bow sniper run, and then hopefully you have both the power weapons and control of the map. Alright, so at this point there are 2 strategies you can employ. The first one is the one you're probably going to be doing because you probably don't have a team that you play with on the regular. This is the one that you should be trying to get people to do if you're playing with randoms or people that you don't play with very often. You want to control the hotel itself. So you're going to have one person on the torque bow, you're going to have one person at each of these side doors, and you're going to have 2 people at the top of the front entrance stairs. And so you're pretty much hoping is that the 2 people on the sides are just staring at the spawns, and the guy up top of the torque bow is checking to make sure that nobody has snuck into the lobby, snuck into the hotel, and is getting any back kills. And when these guys on the side call out like, oh, they're spawning in the garden, then the torque bow guy can come over and help take them out, and this guy can go over and help take them out. But you want to have this guy stay hanging around, so you still have one guy watching the APC spawn or the garden spawn if they're already spawning at the APC. Because if you all make a move towards the garden, there's a high likelihood that when you kill one, he's going to respawn at APC. And if that happens, you want to make sure you have a guy watching for that, or the guy at APC is going to come around and flank these stair guys, and he's going to get a bunch of kills from behind. And you always want to make sure you have someone watching your 6 on the hotel. For the more experienced team, I have a different plan that's a little bit tougher to execute, but I think is more effective. It spreads you more thin. So what you're going to have is you're still going to have one guy on the torque bow. You're still going to have one guy at each of these 2 doors. You're still going to have one guy at the entrance, and you're going to have one guy in the digger area. And so what this does is this allows you to also see this area right here. Normally, if you've got 2 guys at this front entrance, this right here becomes blind. These are blind spots. I prefer to have eyes on everything on the map. If you do this plan that I'm demonstrating right now, you're not going to have any blind spots. Everything in this area outside the hotel is going to be under constant watch by physical eyes. It means you're always going to know where everyone on the other team is. The problem with the other plan is you don't see these areas. And you're leaving the digger a little bit too open for them to steal it than I like. I prefer to have someone on it directly to watch it and keep them off. It's a little too easy for them to spawn and light the garden and then swoop around and nab it, even with the 2 guys up top at the front entrance. So I like to always have as many power weapons as I can locked down. Okay, your guys are in place. Your buddy at the front entrance sees that they're spawning at the APC. He says, hey, everybody go to APC, they're spawning there. So he's going to hit here. This guy's going to hit here. Your front door guard here is going to hit those sandbags, and your torque bow guy is going to come around and hit this cover. And what this allows you to do is surround them, and they're stuck in this spawn area. You have to react quickly in order to keep them there, and typically The front entrance guy and the guy guarding the side door are going to get there first. And their job is less so to get kills and more to just try and keep them in this area while the torque bow and the digger guy get established. And then you can really start on whittling them away. The side entrance guy on the opposite end is going to creep down these stairs. He's going to hang out right here now. And he's going to keep an eye on the garden spawn, so that when guys start dying at the APC and start spawning at the garden, he can call it out, and now everybody that's right here can move back this way and surround them at this spawn and trap them in this area. And then you're just going to go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, wiping them out before they ever get a chance to really even do anything. This is the harder strategy because you are spread so thin, and it does require a lot of teamwork, and everyone needs to know what they're doing, and it's really hard when you're just playing with randoms to be like, okay, I need one person at each side door, one at the front entrance, one at the digger, and I need you to watch these areas. It's really hard to get that all established. So this is only the strategy that you should be using if you play with guys regularly and they see this video or you explain to them what's going on and everyone knows their role on the team. You have to think of it like a real sports team, in that, you know, the quarterback throws the ball, the running back runs the ball, the wide receiver catches the ball, and everybody knows that that's what they're supposed to be doing. And you have to be a well-oiled machine to make this plan work. So we're going to go into the game. I'm going to show you every spot that every person should be standing in and what they should be watching for, looking for, and doing during the game. Alright, so we just spawned at the garden. The game has begun. We're going to charge up top so that we can get the digger. And my buddy down there is heading for the digger and quickly goes down. My buddy the computer, who I kill, and that leaves the digger open for me to take. A lot of times people don't check their sides, they just charge for the digger, they're watching in front of them, and then, or in this case the boom shot, and they can easily miss the fact that there's someone on the stairs shooting down on them, and it's hard to find cover against that when you're down there. So that's a nice little strategy to have in the beginning of the round. Okay, so if we're the person who is watching the front door, we're going to hang out at the top of the stairs here. And your job essentially is to pace back and forth, and you're going to look at the spawns. That tank out there is one of the spawns, so you're going to be keeping an eye on that. And then you're going to pace the other way. And over there by that blue pickup truck is the garden spawn. So those are the areas that you're going to be watching heavily for seeing if enemies spawn, so you can call it out to your teammates and tell them where to go. Alright, so if you're at the side doors, you're not going to be moving nearly as much. You're pretty much going to be standing still. You're going to come out to the door about here, and you're just going to be sweeping, scanning back and forth, checking for enemies on both sides of the alleyway. The only other recommendation I can make is occasionally, if you're seeing nothing, to pop down to the bottom of the stairs and check that blind spot, which is going to be on your right side here. Make sure there are no enemies hiding over there, because they will creep around those corners of the hotel and nobody will see them. Alright, so if you're at the torque bow or long shot spawn, your job's going to be a lot easier. You just come up here, you stand here and make sure nobody goes charging through the hotel, and if somebody says they're spawning at the garden, then you're going to pop out and you're going to go run to the garden and try and take them out. Help your teammates out with killing the other team. Alright, so if you're the digger guy, what you're going to be doing is just hanging out down by the digger or the boom shot, which it will alternate to every other round. So you're going to hang out in that middle bottom area down there, and pretty much your job is to watch. You'll see on the right side there's that car over there and some sandbags by those palm trees, right where the enemy is now. that's the area you want to watch. Those are the last two blind spots on each side. So those are the areas you're going to watch. You're going to protect the digger and react to your teammates' call-outs on where enemies are. So, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll be doing one of these for every map in Gears. A bunch of them already done. So be sure to check those out. They'll be on WikiGameGuides.com and on the YouTube channel. Hope you liked the video. Thank you for watching, guys. Alright, bye.